After the audition, Amaka received the script in a soft copy via WhatsApp, along with a message confirming the shooting date. She was excited and carefully studied the lines, preparing herself for the big day. On the morning of the shoot, Amaka arrived at the set full of energy and ready to give her best performance. As she settled in, the production manager approached her with a friendly smile. He asked if she had any plans for the evening and subtly invited her to a wedding celebration, suggesting that she could stay over afterwards since it would be late. Amaka, however, politely declined. She explained that she preferred to go home and return the next day for the shoot. She made it clear that her focus was on her work and not on any distractions. As the day progressed, Amaka's talent shone brightly on set. Her performance was exceptional and everyone admired her dedication. Yet, the director and the PM tried to subtly delay her departure, hoping that she would be worn out and more vulnerable to their advances. When they again suggested that she stay at the hotel, Amaka firmly refused, making it clear that her principles were non-negotiable. She was determined to stay true to her values and her dreams, and before morning, she was even more resolute. And before we continue the story, if you have any insights or experiences from Nollywood that you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments. Your voice is crucial in bringing positive change to the industry. The second day of the job came faster than Amaka expected. By the time the morning sun touched the roofs of Asaba, she was already on her way to set. Her mind was calm, her heart focused. She didn't want anything to distract her from what brought her there. When she arrived, most people were still preparing. The place was quiet except for the sound of equipment being arranged. Amaka greeted everyone with her usual warm smile and found a corner where she could go through her lines. After a while, the production manager approached her. He smiled gently, trying to start a friendly conversation. "Amaka, good morning," he said. She looked up and returned the greeting politely. "Good morning, sir." The PM folded his hands, pretending to be serious, but his tone carried something else. "Why are you so stubborn like this? Even the director was complaining that you made him very angry yesterday," he said. Amaka paused, a little confused. "Angry? What did I do, sir?" He gave a soft chuckle. "He said he was only trying to help you. The director said you are very good, but he wanted to coach you more on your character. That's why he asked you to stay back and lodge in the hotel with him, but you refused. You know that kind of attitude can make some people see you as proud." Amaka smiled calmly, her eyes filled with quiet strength. "Sir," she said softly, "I respect the director a lot, but I didn't feel comfortable staying in a hotel room with him. If he really wants to coach me, he can do it here on set in front of everyone. You know, sir, when a man and a woman stay alone in one room, something can happen unless that man truly has the fear of God in him." The PM looked at her for a long moment, pretending to understand. He nodded slowly, though deep down he knew that Amaka was right. She was not only beautiful, she was wise. Amaka went back to her seat and continued reading her lines, ignoring every look or whisper around her. In her heart, she prayed quietly, "God, help me finish this job with peace. Let no one spoil my name or my focus." That day, Amaka walked with grace and confidence. She didn't allow fear or pressure to shake her. What she didn't know was that behind her back, quiet discussions were already happening, talks that would later decide her next challenge in the film world. Before we go further, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and stay tuned, because what we are unveiling in this story is deeper than it looks. There are real stories behind Asaba's film world, stories that every dreamer should hear before stepping into the spotlight. And as we continue this scene, please drop your comments and share your own experiences or thoughts about the industry. Who knows? Your story might help bring change to Nollywood because truth is powerful when it's spoken out loud. As the director arrived on set that morning, everyone rushed to greet him with smiles. Everyone except his own conscience. Amaka, full of respect and excitement, stood up quickly and walked toward him. "Good morning, sir," she said warmly. But the director didn't even look at her properly. He nodded faintly, his face cold, his spirit distant, like someone hiding something behind his silence. Amaka stood there for a moment, confused, before quietly returning to her seat. She didn't know that the same man she was greeting had already decided to frustrate her. The director turned to the production manager and whispered, "PM, abeg, give me any scene that doesn't involve that Amaka girl. Remove her character for now. I don't want her in front of my camera today." The PM was surprised. "But sir, her character is in 5 important scenes today. Removing her go affect the story." The director frowned. "Don't worry, I will make some adjustments and also rewrite small dialogue, but I don't want her in those scenes. I'll handle the rest." And just like that, decisions began to change. The call sheet was adjusted quietly. Nobody explained anything to Amaka. She just noticed that her name was no longer being mentioned. She thought maybe there had been a change of schedule. She waited patiently, not knowing that behind the scenes, the director had already called the editor earlier that morning. "Bro, about those scenes we shot yesterday, there was a mistake. Delete everything we did with that Amaka girl. We will shoot later." The editor didn't suspect anything. He believed his boss and erased all the files from the system. What he didn't know was that there was no mistake at all. It was pure envy and revenge. The director simply wanted to punish Amaka for refusing to lodge with him. As the day went by, Amaka waited and waited. Nobody called her to shoot. She asked gently, "Sir, am I not in any scene today?" The PM avoided her eyes. They said maybe later. Just wait small." But deep down, he knew what was happening. Still, Amaka remained calm. She didn't argue, didn't complain. She just sat quietly and prayed in her heart. "God, if they want to push me out of this film, please fight for me. Let the truth speak for itself." Before we wrap up this story, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and stay tuned, because in episode 2, you will see how God exposed the director's secret plan in a way nobody expected. And please, drop your comments and share your own experience or observation about what goes on in the movie world. Your story might just help someone out there or even bring a change to Nollywood.